Hello, welcome to our little corner on the web, where we hope to develop and nurture a love for math. Today, we'll be going over the 27th PMO Qualifying Stage, Part 3, Question 3. Question 3 asks, Sarji writes down some distinct positive integer divisors of 26 to the 26th on the blackboard. Vanya then writes down on her notebook all the pairwise greatest common divisors among the numbers Sarji wrote on the blackboard. Shortly after, they realized that the numbers on the blackboard are all different from the numbers on the notebook. At most, how many numbers could Sarji have written on the blackboard? Okay, for those of you who want to try it, this might be a good place to pause and try it first before looking at the one possible solution. Okay, diving into the solution. Okay, so for the GCD to be all different, then, we playing around with a few possibilities. You'll find that 2i, well, first, the prime factorization of 26 to the 26 is 2 to the 26 times 13 to the 26. Okay, so first things first, notice that if you have some 2i times 13j, you do not want on the blackboard some other 2i to the 13m, because that means that the GCD of the two will be whichever is less of j and m, right? Assuming j is less than m, then the GCD is 2 to the I, 2 to the I, and 13j. So you would have written the same thing on your notebook. So that means that we cannot have on the blackboard the same powers of 2 on two numbers. Okay. Similarly, you cannot have the same powers of 13 on two different numbers. Okay, meaning, for example, 2 to the G, let's just flip it. 2 to the J, 13 to the I, and 2 to the M, 13 to the I. You would end up with the same assumption, J less than M. You will end up that the GCD is 2 to the J, 13 to the I, right? Which means that you had the same numbers as the one on the blackboard. So you cannot have two numbers with the same powers of 2, and you cannot have the same, you cannot have also two numbers with the same powers of 13. Okay. So that's one. Okay. You also, so 2 to the i's, all i's different, I guess. All i's different. And all j's different. Okay. You cannot have repeated ij's. All i's and j's are different. Okay. The other one is you cannot have a case where you have 2i, 13j, and 2m, 13n, where both i's and j's are less than their counterpart. This also cannot happen. Okay, because in this case, you will just take 2 to the I, 13 to the j. That's your greatest common divisor. Okay, with just those tidbits, right? We know that we have some number with 2 to the 0, and hopefully some number also with 2 to the 26. And the question becomes, can we construct the rest of them so that we don't violate this one as well? Well, it turns out that it's a simple construction where we start out with 2 to the 0, 13 to the 26, 2 to the 1, 13 to the 25, 2 squared, 13 to the 24, and so on and so forth until you get to 2 to the 25th times 13, okay, and 2 to the 26 times 13 to the 0. Okay. If you pairwise take the GCD of any of the numbers here, you will find that they're all different, and none of them are also the numbers on the blackboard. Hence, the maximum number of numbers Sarji could have written on the blackboard is 27. Notice all the powers of 2 are increasing, all the powers of 13 are decreasing. Okay, so hopefully this solution was helpful and educational. If it is, do hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you for watching.